Hey there guys, it's Mr. Q, your friendly neighborhood Qatari. I'm here at the Qatar Science and Technology Park. It's a really great location. This is where a lot of the different companies are, it looks really pretty, but you don't really care about that. What you care about is taking a look at this. And this is the iPhone 5. This is the black version. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first ever unboxing video in Qatar. And let me just quickly show you what the box looks like. As you can see, it's got this nice, shade of gray. It's not really black anymore. And this shade actually matches the body of the black version. I'm personally a fan of the white one, and I'll talk about why I prefer the white one. Let's just quickly open that up really fast. And there you go. This is the iPhone 5. It's a really amazing phone. And the thing is, the first thing that you'll notice is how, first of all, you can hardly see the black screen. Like, with the old iPhone, you could actually see the lines because it looked a little bit lighter compared to the glass of the phone. This one you can't. Of course, the side is black as well. As you can see, it's much longer. It's really light, but although it's light, it really feels solid, And that's because it's got the unibody construction. And on the top and at the bottom, it's got glass pieces. And the reason why they did that is there's a really good reason for that. It's for the antenna, to make sure that you have the proper you get good signal. I guess probably the aluminium would have blocked it as well. So a couple of features about the phone. First of all, it's double the processor. It's double it's processor speed, double the RAM. And benchmarks, it's almost 3 times stronger than the 4S. It's really fast. It's really nippy. It's a really great phone. However, one of the biggest things that people have been complaining about is the lightning port. And as you can see at the very bottom, it's got a tiny little dock port. And if you've got all of the different accessories that are used to that you use for the 4S or any iDevice in the past, you're going to be disappointed because you're going to need an adapter. And the adapter itself costs around $30. But if you're the type of guy that has wires, the wires cost $15. And I guess if you can afford an iPhone, you can afford to buy a couple of extra new wires. Quickly just unboxing this itself. So if you lift it up, of course, in the inside you've got the fingertips, with your stickers and everything. You've got the plug adapter. This is the American adapter, but if you buy a UK version, for example, you get the 3-prong. You've got the unique lightning port, and so this is how small it is. It's really tiny. And then, of course, you've also got the new earphones, which come in its really nice little puck type case, and it's really special because it's got like 2 different speakers. I think they're considered speakers, and this doesn't go directly facing your ear. It actually faces into the canal, so it makes listening to things so much better. So enough about that. Let's quickly take a look at the phone. If you guys are interested in getting an iPhone, don't forget, that Vodafone is the official supplier of iPhones, and I don't really know when they're going to be getting their hands on some stock, but when they do, just make sure to rush for it. Apparently, the black ones are selling out faster than the white ones, and that's great. But in my opinion, and this is so a friend of mine, he got an iPhone. He got the black one. He had it for a day. The next day, he decided to put on a case, and on the edges, and let me try to focus. On the edges, yep, there you go. On the edges, because it's shiny, he ended up getting scratched bits. So like the black paint was coming off. So the black one is actually painted, whereas the white one is just pure aluminium. So that's why it looks so much better. Now, when it comes to the top of the screen, it's not really that much longer, this phone, huh? It's literally just a tiny little bit, like as big as my thumb, probably, longer than the iPhone 4. And the reason why it looks longer is because, yes, the screen is longer, but they've reduced the space between the screen and the top part, and then the screen and the bottom part as well. I just can't stop talking about how light this is. This is pretty amazing. It's really fast to use. Opening up different menus is really quick. It's extremely responsive. Like, you don't have the same issues that you'd have with the 4S. Sometimes you'll get like a page and it'll be white for just a second before actually doing anything. This is like instant. Of course, if you've got a 4S, don't worry, you can still benefit from a lot of from all, I think all of the iOS features, including Passbook, which allows you, to store all your boarding passes, tickets, store cards, and coupons. So, come on, Qatar Airways, get on with the boarding passes. You can trust that IOQ events that we're partnered with will start to use, tickets for going to the fun stuff that we do, and hopefully we'll also start to see store cards and coupons too. The other application that you need to look at is, first of all, Apple have started to move away from having Google Apps on their on the phones itself and software. And so for the maps itself, they've gone forward and put their own version of maps. Right now, it's just loading up, and I don't want to spend too much time, with the maps itself, but it's really cool. The UK have been making fun of this because apparently a lot of the landmarks have been inaccurate. This is the first time, Google has been going for what, like 7-8 years they've been had Google Maps, so they have a lot of experience, behind them. You've got applications, memos. I mean, the camera in the front, if you want to go ahead and do some FaceTime calls, is actually now 720p. Camera in the back is exactly the same, except for now it has sapphire glass instead of a standard glass, I guess. So that they say that that it really definitely helps, taking pictures. The screen has a higher saturation, so that means that besides being bigger, the colors are actually better as well. And let's see, where do I find? Let's put that up. And so the colors are apparently, so much more popping. And I think, to an extent, yeah, I do see how the colors look much better. The amazing thing is, despite this phone being thinner, let me just quickly find a spot. Besides this phone being thinner, it actually is, it's lighter. It's got a better battery. Yes, it does have a better battery. I mean, so it'll last as long, if not slightly longer, depending on what you're doing with the phone itself. Remember, if you want to get an LTE device and you decided, to get it from abroad, first of all, there isn't any LTE in Qatar at the moment. There's no proper rollout. But if you don't see yourself upgrading to the iPhone 6 and sticking to the iPhone 5, make sure you get a UK version, because that's probably going to be the bandwidth that Qatar is going to go with. If you take the American version simply only works with LTE in America. So that's it. That's a quick look at the iPhone 5, and I'm just going to put this to the side so that you can take a look at how thick it is in comparison to the MacBook Air. So don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Are you an iPhone guy? We did a poll on iLoveQatar's Facebook page, which is facebook.com/iLoveQTR. And 53% of you said that you were more interested in the S3 than the iPhone 5. However, don't forget that the iPhone 5 sold out over 2 million devices in the first day. So, which one are you going to choose? Are you going to choose an iPhone 5? Are you going to go with an S3? Are you happy with this? Trust me, it's not that much longer. Are you really excited? How much would you pay for it? I know that there are some shops right now selling, gray market phones. In my opinion, way overpriced. But at the end of the day, I guess a lot of people will pay almost anything for an Apple phone. So subscribe, thumbs up, visit www.iloveqatar.net. Take care, guys.